Shipping batteries or products contain batteries can be a terrible experience sometimes. This is Burak Yolgam. I'm the founder of Forceget Digital Freight Forwarder. We receive a lot of questions from our customers every day how to ship products by air express, by air or ocean freight contains batteries or the batteries itself. Let's get started. Today's video, I will be explaining you shipping methods, packing details, labeling, more importantly, type of the batteries that you might be shipping. So there are different type of products. The first products that I will be actually talking to you will be actual batteries. So we are talking about like lithium batteries that you use every day. However, it's much harder to ship these products versus products contains battery. So this is not a pure battery product that you're shipping actually, but you're shipping product that contains battery. So there are some type of products such as like power banks. You can see that there are a lot of documents and there are a lot of labeling on the back of the product. Or you can be shipping maybe products like AirPods, or you can be shipping products such as headphones contains battery. So it is very different to ship these two type of products. So today's video, I will be explaining you what kind of requirements we are actually looking at to ship these kind of products and why this is very important and regulated. So in 2017, one of the flights that leaving Hong Kong to United States actually had a problem with the flames, and it was very lucky because only the cargo part was get on the flames. Actual aircraft did not get affected. After this accident, IATA, which is the official carrier regulator for the airplanes and for the ocean freight, brings more and more details on that. So today's video I will be explaining you how to ship and what kind of batteries we actually need. So before you actually start the shipping process of the product, you need to talk to your supplier. There are a lot of people, they're trying to ship products such as like computers, tablets, speakers, headphones, power banks, e-bikes. So there are different type of product. According to the different size of the battery, you have different kind of regulations. The first thing before you actually buying process, you should be speaking to your supplier, either they're in China or different marketplaces. What kind of battery your product contains, what kind of safety document you need to get from them, what kind of test reports you should be getting from your suppliers. So communicating with the supplier is the most important task actually you can get before you actually start the shipping process. The second thing you need to understand is the shipping method. What kind of shipping method are you planning to do? Are you going to ship by DHL, FedEx, UPS or TNT? Are you going to do a traditional air freight, or are you going to start shipping with the ocean freight? So let's get started with the details of the international shipments. In order to understand the details of the international shipment, you need to understand the details of the batteries we're talking about. Actually, there are four types of main batteries we are talking about. There are lithium ion batteries, lithium metal batteries, non-spillable batteries such as car batteries and other batteries. So these are the pure batteries we're talking about. However, the most important battery qualified, these are dangerous goods. We call them DG cargo, and they are categorized as lithium batteries, and it has a special code UN 3480, and the batteries that packed with equipment such as this type of product, they are UN 3481, and these are all qualified under different type of products. However, I don't want to get you confused with technical information. I want to talk to you something more practical. So basically, every time you are shipping something, buying something from China, you need to speak to your supplier and you need to tell them which marketplace you guys are shipping the products. And the supplier needs to know the type of the packing. So one of the biggest actually disadvantage of the shipping with the air express and air shipment is the size of the packages. So when it comes to the shipping of these products, you need to make sure that you need to understand the size of the boxes. The size of the boxes sometimes are regulated with the customs, with the airlines, depending on the type of the products you're shipping. So you can actually see that the master cartons, they have the caution flammable document flammable labels. So you need to really understand like how you're going to pack them. You cannot pack them in the very big boxes. Different airlines have different requirements, and most of these cargo needs to be palletized. So if you're shipping cargo by the air or air express, it means that you will be taking actually more space, because most of the time we need to repack these products. So this is why you need to understand your landing cost. You need to understand how much it's actually going to cost. So if you're shipping air express, or if you're shipping like a regular air shipment, products contains battery will at least increase the cost compared to the regular air freight 20%. So this is why you need to be very careful when you are getting the freight rate from your supplier or freight forwarder. You need to tell them the product contains battery, and then your freight forwarder is going to probably ask you the MSDS reports, material safety data sheet. Material safety data sheet is something around 30 to 40 pages, and each page contains the type of the material, type of the DG material, how much it contains lithium, and according to this, each airline needs to review the products. Each airline needs to review the data sheet, so they can actually give you the exact price. Some of the high battery products, such as e-bikes, are not accepted by the airlines. This is why you need to understand what kind of product you can ship by air, what kind of products you can ship by sea freight. So one thing that you need to understand is actually type of the batteries and the freight types. And now as I mentioned, there will be international express deliveries such as UPS, DHL, FedEx, TNT. There will be ocean freight, which is more actually flexible compared to air freight. But when you're using an air freight, then you need to understand the proper packaging and labeling the dangerous goods. You need to get the UN test and the drop test. So what is a drop test? Is actually from 1 to 2 meter high, people drop the packages, and if there's no flame, if there's no movement inside the package, then they can actually load them to the planes. Okay, so this is everything about the packing details, the battery details. You need to have the correct labeling outside of the packages, and you need to make sure the type of the battery is matching, because if you ship something overseas, let's say China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, Vietnam, Japan, you book an air cargo, and if the labeling outside of the product is not matching with the actual MSDS file, then your product will be rejected by the airline, and you can get a serious fine from the airlines or from the custom because you're declaring wrong type of product. So you need to be very careful with your freight forwarder and talking to them about shipping the correct products with the correct shipping method. Let's continue with the ocean freight. Shipping batteries via ocean freight is a little bit different than the air freight. You still need to have the MSDS document. You still need to have the test reports. However, the packing products on the lithium batteries in the ocean containers are a little bit different. The reason is ocean freight, like the containers are also contains metal, so the product should not be close to the metal. So this is the one of the tricky part to ship the products with the ocean freight. So there are a lot of carriers in the world such as EMC, WHL, One High, OOCL, and not all of these shipping lines are accepting the products with the battery. So again, we're talking about two different products. The products only the battery itself, or the products contains batteries. So this is something you need to understand and talking to your freight forwarder about this. So all lithium cells and batteries are considered class 9 dangerous goods by the US government on transportation. Okay, so the way you can actually ship them is there are 3 types of shipping way of products contains batteries. So number 1, standalone. Packages containing only lithium cells batteries must be protecting against short circuiting, placed in non-metallic inner packing, completely enclose the cell or batteries and separates from the contacts, and packaged to prevent shifting that could cause damage on cell batteries, because we don't want the products to move within container, because as you know, containers are lifted by the cranes and put it on the vessels and then remove it back to the truck. So there are a lot of movements. So you need to really make sure that the packages are not moving, so touching each other or creating the flames. This is very important. If the batteries ship or inside other equipment, and the other packing must be strong, like a wood, fiberboard, or rigid plastics that can endure like 1.2 meter drop without damage or shifting. So this is, in my opinion, even if it is taking a little bit more space, it's important to pay some more money and palletize your shipment, because palletization will save you some additional requirement. Because if you trying to load the shipment with the loose cartons, like each carton like separately, then the shipping line may actually ask you to put everything in a different container, a different vessel, and the prices are again like more expensive. So if the lithium batteries contained in the vehicles or engines or mechanical equipment, must be additional fastened in the battery holder or protected against short circuits again, and make sure that other hazard materials like within the vehicle must be securely installed. And if the vehicle can be handled in non-upright position, it must be secured in a strong rigid outer packaging. So the labeling is very important. The battery test summaries are very important. You need to make sure that you understand the type of the batteries we're talking about. So if you're selling products like battery, this kind, you need to make sure that it has the correct outside packaging. You need to make sure that it has the correct labeling, and you need to inform your freight forwarder that the product you're shipping has contain batteries. And the most important thing is you need to book this freight at least 10 days in advance, because it takes a lot of time, the freight forwarder back and forth, to confirm the material that you're shipping, the type of the battery you're shipping, what kind of MSDS they need to require. It's going to take at least 3 to 5 business days, the freight forwarder, to communicate with your supplier and the shipping line to confirm this space for you. So I hope this video was helpful. If you liked the video, please don't forget the subscribe button, and see you in the next video. Take care.